Do you think it would be possible if you met a young man that reminded you of yourself when you were his age, and that would excite you to train him? Like if he was so excited about it and so dedicated and driven and talented, and you felt like he would do everything you told him to do and he would listen to you.
Listen, you know how special you have to be a trainer?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care how great you are as a fighter. I don't care how great you are as a skier. But you know how great you have to be a trainer?
Mm.
You have to be. It takes more to be a great trainer than to be a great fighter.
Do you think it's because a great trainer has to be able to teach all kinds of styles?
No, a great trainer. The styles have nothing to do with the morale behind the style.
The morale behind the style.
But imagine if you have the greatest style, but don't have the great determination and you know what I mean, anticipation.
That'll inspire you.
Yeah. You ain't gonna be nothing.
So like when you have a relationship like yours with Cus, when you're 13 years old, I mean, that's the magic relationship in boxing. When people talk about the mentor.
Your mentors are everything.
Yeah.
And your job is to make your mentor happy.
Right.
If you do that, you accomplish your job.
The way you did it, man, it's like, it's one of those stories like a movie story. It really is. It's like if you saw your life, if your life wasn't a real life and somebody wrote it in a movie, I'd be like, a little too much.
No, they don't know. They don't know how mean we are. We're mean. We were mean, baby. We wanted that belt.
Yeah, and it's also the being so fortunate to have met a guy like Cus.
Incredible. Huh?
Incredible. Just the stars align for you, and that's what we all need to realize, that they don't align for everybody,
Because it's been written.
Yeah.
In life, everything's been written since the beginning of time. It's been written.
Do you think that everything's been written like it all has a purpose to it? It's all moving towards a certain goal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you see that like when you get really high too? Like that's when I do mushrooms or anytime I do anything psychedelic, I have this weird thought that all of this is like playing out towards a very predetermined outcome.
Exactly. All of this is what we're doing now. Me and you and everybody is a beautiful process of dying.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're born, the process begins.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
And you're dying as the world is changing rapidly around you, as more people have access to information.
By you dying, you change the world.
That too. By you living, you change the world.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like
I think death got a bad rap. I think it has a bad rap. If life is beautiful, how could death be bad?
Well, it's inevitable.
Without life, there wouldn't be death. Without death, there wouldn't be life. How could they both be bad? You think God would want us to be born and just be scared about dying? That's all. That's why we're born now. We're scared to die.
Well, we want to stay alive, but we can't be scared of something that's inevitable, right?
No, we can't. We could be afraid, but we just can't cling to life.
Right.
It's nothing for. And God wants us to be afraid. He just don't want us to think after this is nothing.
It always.
I would like to think that He would think that we would believe after this there's more than this. I believe once you die, you begin to live. That's my theory on dying.
It certainly could be that. And that sounds like, you tell that to like a pragmatic scientist, they'll act like we're crazy. But I think that if you have a psychedelic experience, you one of the things you say to yourself is, okay, what is this? How is this even real?
Have a scientist, tell us the best scientist in the world, explain your existence.
Yeah.
Ask him to explain his existence.
And explain your existence after you've done DMT.
Yeah, really, explain your existence.
Now explain your existence.
He can't.
You can live in the threshold of your birth to death life and just operate by society's rules and only think about the things that matter to your bottom line, your bank account, and things like that. But you're missing out on I
just don't believe that. I think your consciousness tell you. You may not follow your consciousness. You may be afraid to react. But I think your conscience tell you, and you're just intimidated to move or react. I'm just totally different.
Ignore it.
Anything that I'm afraid to do, I do it. Anything I'm afraid to do, to ask the most prettiest girl in the world out, do this, I work for this position in life. Anything I'm afraid to do, I just do it.
Yeah.
And not afraid of the results. Well, I'm afraid of results, but I act as if I'm not.
Yeah. That's a great way to live your life. If you could just find things that challenge you all the time. Find things that scare you all the time and do them as often as possible.
And when you realize that it's really not many. Really think about it. Really losing your children and death. After that, what's really scary?
Yeah.